Hey guys, I wanted to share a story with you that really touched me and inspired me in a lot of ways and made me very proud of this community here in Potrero Hill. This story is about Daniel Webster Elementary School. For those of you who live in Potrero Hill, it's a pretty famous and well-regarded school here for the amount of community support it's received over the years and the fact that the San Francisco Public School Board almost shut this place down about 10 or 12 years ago. And what happened is the residents of the city actually saved it. So I'll share a couple resources, a couple news articles about the school below so you can kind of check on what I'm saying and everything. What I'm going to share with you is a bit of a mishmash of what I've heard and also what I've read. So basically, this school used to kind of be in pretty bad disrepair. It wasn't really well taken care of. It didn't look good. It didn't have this sweet mural. One person described it as Folsom Prison, and frankly, it was about to be shut down by the city of San Francisco. However, what happened is there's a young group of professionals, aka yuppies, I guess, in Potrero Hill, who really just kind of were like, hey, we live in Potrero Hill, we own homes here, we're definitely a part of this community, and like, why is it so unfathomable to send our kids to Daniel Webster, which is right around the corner from our house? A lot of parents at that time were sending their kids to private school, or they were trying to use the SF lottery in order to send their kids elsewhere. Well, what happened is basically a group of six or so parents got together and they decided, we're gonna raise a bunch of money for this school. And we're gonna try to get this thing up to standard, and we're gonna try to make this a really, really great resource for the community. And that's exactly what they did. How they did it was starting with a preschool that specialized in the Spanish immersion track. So what they did is, for $1 a day, they rented out a few structures in the back of Daniel Webster here. They started a Spanish inclusion preschool, and from there, once they demonstrated success with that, they went on to raise $500,000 from private and government organizations in order to revamp the school. By hand, these people went around, painted the school, fixed the school up, made it look better, put that 500 grand to use. There's a ton of private donors who installed the trees along the streets, who just kind of helped in refurbishing this place and turning it into what it is today. But it's an incredible story. Today, the PTA, the Parent Teacher Association for Daniel Webster Elementary School, typically raises about $200,000 a year. It's important that we're mindful of this during COVID, because they have one event called Taste of Potrero, in which typically the PTA for the school will raise $100,000 in a single evening. That event has been canceled due to COVID. So if you live in Potrero, please consider donating. I'll put the link at the bottom, and just check it out. Check out the story, check out some of the articles I've shared. And I just wanted to share the story because I heard about it, I researched it, and I looked into it, I talked to people, and it's a really, really compelling story about a bunch of people in Potrero Hill just coming together to make their neighborhood better and provide a great neighborhood school for their kids. Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know, and the resources that I mentioned will be below. All right, thanks guys.